Hi friends! Today I want to talk about stress relief when driving or anytime. And the reason what brings this to mind for me today is that yesterday, coming back from the beach, there was a terrible storm in Jersey, and I was entering the storm coming back from the south to the north, and it was really scary. So I knew, thank God my husband warned me on the way home that there's a storm. I had no idea, actually. I was having way too much fun at the beach, and the weather was perfect, and I wasn't paying attention to the forecast. But I have a typical ritual that I do anyway when I drive. So when I get in the car, and I just want to let you know, this literally works. I don't know why, how, or I have no idea, but ever since I've been doing this, praise the Lord, I've been very safe in my car. Like, I haven't had any accidents. So I hope I'm not jinxing myself. I don't like to believe that because that's superstitious, and I try not to be superstitious. But when I get in the car, I just say a prayer. Dear God, or angels, or whatever you want to pray to, please bless me and everyone on the road to be safe and get to our destination. I just say, dear God, please bless me and everyone on the road. That's what I say. So I probably said it 50 times yesterday, even though you really only have to say it once because it was so scary driving. Another thing I do, and I forgot yesterday, but I used to do this religiously because after I had an accident, I was really anxious in the car. So, if you've had an accident and you got to get back in the car, it can be really hard. I always carried lavender oil with me, and I love doTERRA essential oils. I just love them. So I would just, before I get in the car, I would take a little essential oil, put it in my hand, rub my hands together, and inhale it. And I would always have it by me as I'm driving because if I would get nervous, I would just inhale the oil. So by inhaling the oil, two things are happening. Number one, you're getting the effects of the oil in your brain, and lavender oil is very calming to the nervous system. So it's directly going into your nervous system when you breathe it in to your olfactory nerves and that part of the brain that is your emotional part of your brain, your amygdala. So, and not just that, not that it's going directly into your brain and your emotional part of your brain, but you're inhaling and exhaling, and when you breathe deeply, guess what happens? You stimulate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of fight or flight. So it instantly causes you to relax when you deep breathe. So that's the next thing I want to talk about, is deep breathing. So when you're driving and you're tense, so now they have a new thing with the phone, and it is horrible. They literally put a siren on your phone when you're already freaking out and driving, and you see the lightning and the thunder and all this, and now they're like, the loudest siren you could possibly imagine comes on your phone and scares the hell out of you. And that happened to me, and I was like, on top of the fact that I was nervous driving, that happened. So that doesn't make matters worse. In fact, I think it makes things better. It makes things worse, because what good is it going to do to get this siren as loud as anything in your phone when you're already nervous? And then I saw everybody, when that siren went off, start swerving like crazy because everyone got so startled. So now you even need more stress relief when you're driving, because now they're doing these alerts which can put you more into fight or flight. So you got your lavender oil, and I sell it if you're interested, or you can sign up under me in doTERRA. Just let me know, message me if you're interested. But I love the lavender oil, and it's not expensive at all. It's like $20 or around that, 25 for like 250 drops of oil, pure essential oil that's super safe. And you have to be thoughtful of where you get your essential oils, because some of it is not pure. And then you're gonna pray before you get in your car and while you're driving, because it doesn't hurt to pray. It never hurts. Whether you believe in God or not, I'm telling you, it doesn't hurt. It only helps. And the third thing is you're gonna do some deep breathing. Hey, Gary. So I teach this in my Your Better Results appointment if you become a patient of mine, and you're lucky enough that I'm going to teach it to you now. I actually learned this at a conference for people that were addicted and severely depressed. This is a technique they do for addictions, for severely depressed, but literally you can do this for anytime, anywhere, and you should do it as often as possible. And the car is the greatest place to practice because you're in the car anyway. You may as well practice your deep breathing, especially if you're at a light or whatever. So basically, when you're feeling really anxious, let's say it's great for, like, let's say if you have a food addiction, a yelling addiction, anger addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Usually it's when you're in that fight or flight state that you just want to do something you shouldn't do. So you can do, it's called a 3-part breath. And I'm going to go through it with you right now. It's called the 3-part breath. You should Google it. I'm sure on YouTube there's a million videos of it now. But I'm going to teach you really quick the technique, and then you can practice it because you really have to practice it. The more you practice it, the easier it's going to be, and it's going to be your go-to to calm you down whenever you're feeling anxious, stressed, or ready to, let's say, scream at someone or whatever it is, your kid, your spouse, or someone that just cut you off on the road, or eat that chocolate cake that you really don't want to because you're so depressed. So do the 3-part breath, and it'll kind of center you and get you back to yourself again, and then you can think more clearly and do the right thing. Here we go. I'm going to try to make this so you can see my whole body, because it's called 3-part because you're breathing into 3 parts of your body. You're going to start by breathing into your belly, and belly breathing takes practice. It's kind of a yoga technique, but anyone can do it with practice. Remember, if you don't know how to do something, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It just means you need to practice, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So breathe in. So you put your hands at the base of your belly. You just breathe into your belly, and you exhale. Breathe into your belly. Hope you can see me. I'm trying to get the count. I don't know if you can or not, but breathe into your belly and exhale. Practice with me. Breathe into your belly. Gary, practicing with me, and exhale. Then you're going to put your hands on your chest. Breathe into your chest 3 times. Exhale. So you're not breathing into your belly, you're breathing into your chest. Breathe into your chest. Exhale. And then breathe into your chest and exhale. And you can notice how my lungs kind of expand, but I've been practicing this for many years. Put your hands on your collarbones. You're going to breathe into your collarbones. It's almost like throat breathing. And exhale. Breathe into your collarbones. And exhale. Breathe into your collarbones or throat. And exhale. Okay, so we just did the 3 parts, the belly, the chest, and the collarbones, and now we're going to do all 3 together. So let's do this together, and don't be hard on yourself if you can't do it. It's okay. You just have to practice. Actually, the belly breathing is the hardest for a lot of people, and the easiest way to practice that is to lay on your back and just inhale into your belly and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and just try to isolate the belly area, try not to use any other parts. And you will have to exaggerate, expanding your belly. And it feels so fake when you start, but as you get better at it, it gets easier, and you really are doing that. So let's breathe into our bellies, into our chest, and into our collarbones. Exhale. Belly, chest, collarbone. Exhale. Belly, chest, collarbones. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to do it right. So I always say this in my workshop. I want you to tell me, think about how you feel right now. Are you feeling angry, anxious, tired, overly stimulated, whatever? Feel it, just notice how you feel and just take note in your head. Okay, now we're going to do the 3-part breath the right way, and we're going to do it together. And then at the end of the 3 parts, I'm going to ask you to revisit how you feel, and you're going to note how you feel. And you know what? There's a very good chance you're going to feel totally different than you did because you stimulated your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of your nervous system that calms you down, that helps you digest, that relaxes you, And that's the opposite of when you're in fight or flight or really stressed or just want to do something impulsive that would probably you will regret if you do it. Okay, so it's always good to go back to the breath to calm yourself down, and then you can revisit whatever you were going to do that wasn't going to serve you or the other people in your life. Okay, here we go. You ready? So your feet are going to be flat on the ground. I'm on a stool right now, but that's okay. Your feet are flat on the ground. You're sitting in your car or on a chair. And let's do this. And you're not crossing your legs, okay? Breath into the belly, chest, collarbone. Now hold it. Hold it. Hold it till it's almost uncomfortable. And now you're going to exhale from your nose. First the collarbones, your chest, and your belly. Push all that air out. Here we go. Belly, chest, collarbones. Hold it, hold it, hold it till it's really uncomfortable. And now exhale to the nose, your chest, your collarbone, your belly. Get all that air out. Now inhale, chest, collarbones. Hold it. Hold it until you're uncomfortable. Now you're going to exhale your collarbones, your chest, and your belly. And now close your eyes. I wish you were before, but you had to watch me. But just come back to your normal breathing. And now just notice how you feel compared to how you felt before. So that was just three-part breaths. You just took 3. So imagine if you took more, but really it only takes 3 breaths. And it can literally change your entire physiology or the way your body functions and put you into a state of calm from a state of panic. So I was doing that the whole way yesterday, driving home from the beach in that crazy intense storm, praying to God, doing my 3-part breath, and putting a little essential oils of lavender on my hands. And you know what? I made it safely without panicking. I didn't have to stop and pull over like a lot of the people did. So, hey, Melody. So it's really great technique, and I hope you please, if you're not sure, if this wasn't helpful enough, go on YouTube and Google it, and you'll learn it. And practice it. Practice makes perfect. And I think the greatest place to practice, honestly, is in your car, like if you're at a stoplight or whatever, or again, if you're stressed and you just need to, don't wait till you're stressed to practice, because then when it won't be a tool in your toolbox, right? You have to have the tool refined, right? You have to sharpen the tool to be able to use the tool. And the way you're going to sharpen your tools is to practice. So you're practicing the 3-part breath, and then you'll have it when you need it, and do it often just for wellness. I hope this helped. I hope you guys have a great evening. I am so happy that you're on the call, and I hope you enjoyed it and get a lot out of it. All right? Have a wonderful evening. Bye.